Elite Facts presents
8 groundbreaking inventions that will change the world as we know it. 8. The Lifestraw. This may be one of the greatest inventions to come out of the 21st century. Now, hear us out. This is going to save a lot of lives in third world countries. One of the biggest problems in most third world countries is water supply. Usually, most tend to rely on disease-infested water from lakes and ponds because that's the best they can find. Well, with the Lifestraw, that essentially changes everything. The Lifestraw Filter removes 99.9% of bacteria and 96.2% of viruses. The original intended purpose of this invention was for those in emergency conditions and, of course, developed with those who live in third world countries in mind who don't have enough fresh, clean water. However, this device has become rather popular with people who travel across the world, too. The way it works is that it essentially allows you to drink from any lake or river and not pick up any bacteria or disease, as it's all been filtered out by the straw. If these go into mass production and are distributed to third world countries, it could save millions of lives. That's a game changer.
7.
Anti-stain shirts. Bet this one is going to please a lot of you who commonly spill coffee on your bright white shirt in the morning. While this is only a minor one, it's definitely a lifesaver when rushing to those important meetings on a morning. We've all done it. We've all spilt some sort of drink or food on our bright shirts and have stained them. Well, if you're sick of it, don't worry. Foxmed should become more available in the coming years. Foxmed is a shirt made from a hydrophobic cotton material. It lets air through, but it repels any liquids. This goes from liquids like water, coffee, and soda to more thick substances like ketchup, mustard, and others. And if you really weren't totally sold on this, how about the fact that it takes like 70% less effort to iron wrinkles out of them? That's right, they hardly ever wrinkle. That is amazing. Sure, it's a small thing, but it's going to save a lot of people time and stress, and that is always a good thing to make note of.
6.
Windscreen GPS. Now this one is going to save a ton of lives. One of the scariest things you can do, unless you're an overly confident driver, is to take your eyes off the road. This, however, is something you're going to have to do quite frequently if you're going on a long-distance road trip, as you'll constantly have to take your eye off the road to look at your GPS. Well, in the next few years, that worry should go away, as you may not need to take your eyes off the road to check your GPS for directions. But why wait until car manufacturers implement this into their vehicles? Just load it up on your smartphone. CarLoudy exchanges navigation information with your smartphone or any other Bluetooth device. The image is transmitted directly onto the windshield, thus allowing the driver to focus on the road while also having the map in their general line of sight. The device is controlled by voice commands, which allows a driver to keep their hands on the steering wheel. In the next few years, expect something similar to this to be implemented directly into vehicles.
5.
Wireless electricity. Okay, so as of right now, this is sort of a pipe dream that's in the works. However, can you imagine how incredible that would be? Wires are always a pain to sort through, and it's always a headache when you're out and about and your phone's battery is running low. Well, don't worry. If enough progress is made in the coming years, we may see wireless technology become an actual thing. Companies such as Energis and Witricity are working extensively on how to make wireless technology work so that things like cords, charging mats, or anything else that requires actual physical contact between your stuff and a power source becomes obsolete and more efficient. A single electricity transmitter could beam energy wirelessly to everything in your living room, from the fridge to the television to the lights and even to the video game consoles. And it sounds like this breakthrough is close to being realized. 4. Exoskeletons. While robotic exoskeletons are already a thing that's being used by the military to give soldiers extra strength and abilities, they may eventually become more available to the public in the coming years, as they will definitely change the lives of those who desperately need them. Obviously, a lot of improvements need to be made to them, but it is believed that exoskeletons could be given out to disabled people who've lost all motion in their arms and legs. Prosthetic and robotic limbs are already a reality and are proven to be a success with those who are in need of them. But to have a whole robotic body would provide a whole new level of freedom for many around the world.
3.
Speech into Text Pendant. Now this one is going to be a game changer. Well, unless you stutter a lot, but hey, I'm sure writers out there wish they could just cut out the middleman of using a keyboard to type down their thoughts, ideas, assignments, or whatever the documentation is, and instead just talk out what we want to write down. Well, as you can probably guess, something like that is in development, and it may be on store shelves sooner than you may think. The device is called a Sendstone, and the way it works is it is attached to clothes or hung on one's neck as a pendant. With just one click, the device starts transforming speech into text with 97% precision. For a first-time invention like this, the accuracy of this device is very impressive. This is something that college students are going to love. That is a guarantee.
2.
Mat with built-in alarm clock. Is it a big invention? No. Is it world-changing? Maybe not, but it will definitely help everyone be more productive. So raise your hands if you've at least once in your life hit the snooze button on your phone and have ended up being late to work or school. Well, don't actually raise your hands because we can't actually see you. Anyway, we've all done it. We may not have been outright late to work, but we've all done it in some capacity. Well, this little invention will change all of that. The alarm clock mat is exactly what you think it is. It's an alarm clock built into a floor mat. The only way to turn the alarm clock off is to step on it for 3 seconds. Now, sure, most people will probably have this mat right next to their beds so that they can just shove one foot on it and go back to sleep. But the best method to use this is to have it on the other side of your room. Now you've got no choice but to get up. That'll give your brain enough time to wake itself up so that you can start your day more efficiently.
1.
Driverless cars. Now, it's no secret that these exist. We all know about them, and we've all made jokes about how unreliable and dangerous they are. For now, considering how much progress has been made on them since Google's initial reveal back in 2009, and before anyone says anything, the first attempt at a driverless car dates way back to 1925. The AI in driverless cars has been upgraded constantly, with each upgrade being way better than the last. Sure, they're still technically in the development stages and are nowhere near close to being made available to the public, but in the coming years, we may see these driverless vehicles for sale. But maybe give it a few years before purchasing one. You never know what kinks they may need to iron out a few years following their first public release. And that's our list. Did we leave any out that you know about? Let us know in the comments section below. Please remember to subscribe and tap that bell button so we can notify you when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more elite facts.